I'm excited for this. I hope you guys benefit from the knowledge and just practicing breath work. So I'm having Kimberly Rose come on. We're going to talk about breath work, talk about how she got into this, and then also do a live breath work session. Nothing major, just 15 minutes or so, but I would love to have everybody see how helpful this can be during your day. Hi, Rita. Rita's been a big supporter of this. She said that she really wants to have her clients see how much breathwork has helped her too. So it's fun to have this exist. Let me see if I can invite Kimberly. All right. Got her invited. It always takes a few minutes. Oh, my auntie joined. Okay. Coming on. Let's give it a second here. There we go. I don't know why Instagram can make this easier. Or maybe it's user error. Hi.
Hi.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
I remember we were going
How
to try to even coordinate our outfits, and then that went out the window. I didn't even think. I'm like,
I was gonna I was gonna ask you what you wanted to wear
I
today, but
usually keep it pretty basic. I haven't worked out yet. So, oh, your sister just joined. Fun, fun.
yes.
So, welcome. Thank you for doing. Well, the sun is coming right in my office, but that's kind of nice because it's gray a lot of times this time of year here. So, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah. I'm in Oregon. I'm just south of
Okay, your
Portland.
sister is too, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she lives like 5, 6 minutes from
That's
me.
so great. I used to live
Yeah.
close to my sister. We don't anymore, but it was nice.
And and you're near
I'm in
Seattle,
Idaho.
right? Is that where you are located? Oh, I thought you were in
No,
Seattle.
no, moved to Idaho
Okay.
10 years ago in November. So I will
Oh,
only
that's right.
remember because
Okay.
we closed on our
Yeah.
house on 11/12/13. I was like, that's going to be a
Oh,
good omen, right?
wow.
I don't know numerology, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah, totally. Oh, Idaho's
It
beautiful.
is. It is. So I was telling the people that I mean, I can't even remember when I got on your newsletter, but you sent something out about some Saturday session and we happened to be in town and had a lot of things going on in my life. And I'm like, I'm going to take an hour for myself. And I think it was like $10 something.
Yeah.
And then you get the recording. So I'm like, I can redo it whenever I want to
Yeah.
redo it. And that's a pretty cool thing. So what's your story? How did you get into breath work? How'd that become your area?
Yeah. I was 22 years old. I was living in Nashville, Tennessee, and I had a chronic skin condition, and I was always in a constant flare up, and it wouldn't go away. And for 2 or 3 years, I tried everything. I mean, imagine if we would have had the supplements that we
Right.
do now 20 years ago.
And the food knowledge,
Um,
like
yeah, yeah. And I nothing was working, even prescriptions, and I just prayed for a miracle. And the next day, I mean, I always heard this voice say, you can heal yourself, you can heal yourself. And I couldn't figure out. Even though I spent thousands of dollars and did everything I could, changed my diet, blah blah blah. The list goes on, and nothing was working. And so I prayed for, like, bring me something, like, because when you have a chronic condition in the body that keeps you in bed, or you can't live your life fully, it's like, gosh, I was too young. Like, I'm 22. I can't even live my life. I'm in fear all the time. And then the next day after I prayed for a miracle, I met my breathwork coach, and I did one session. And with every deep breath that I took and getting all the oxygen into the body for 60 minutes, I felt my body and the skin condition clearing out. It was just like this real gentle
mm,
release. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is what's going to help me heal. And so I didn't do breath work to become a breath worker. I just wanted to heal that dang condition in the body. And um, for some reason, I was really gifted with it. And my breathwork coach saw that I was gifted with it, and she kept encouraging me to keep
Mhm.
going with it. And I'm like, no, this isn't what I want to do, and I'll never make money doing this. And
Yeah.
it was one of those God things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I guess I am doing this. And, here I am 17 years later. And because I was able to get through my symptoms and heal my body, no more skin flare-ups. Now I can go help others whoever shows up who wants that type of
Yeah.
healing. So that's how I got into breath work. And I became obsessed with it, and I couldn't believe, I got to witness hundreds of people in my first year of breath work, their bodies shifting, their symptoms changing, lots of healing, lots of really deep stored wounds in the body. A lot of it was
Hmm.
emotional that I noticed. So I just feel super fortunate that I got to train with really good people, and then I was off hitting the road with it and just showing people one by one,
Hmm.
session by session. And I'm obsessed with breath work. Even to this day, after I receive a breath work session, I'm like, how is that even possible through the breath? Like, why is, and even after my first session, I sat up and I was like, why is no one showing us this? We should know
Yeah.
this at 5 years old. As soon as we start worrying, as soon as if you have kids, and they start worrying in between 4, 5, 6 to 9 years old, they start feeling everything. And um, anyway, we should have been taught
Totally.
this when we were kids.
Totally.
And so I feel like that's kind of one of my callings, is just to keep putting this out there and showing people that they have this, and breathing's for
Hmm.
free. And you can access this anytime. It's one of the best gifts God's given us. And I'm so excited that I get to show everyone on here today. Just stick around, and we're going to do a breathwork
Exactly.
session today so I can show
I
you what I'm
agree.
talking about.
Kids should be taught this from a young age. Fortunately, my daughter had
Hmm.
some test anxiety when she was younger, and
Hmm.
one of her, not even therapists for like emotional things, but just one of her therapists for learning executive functions and things like that, taught her breath work. And I was like, this is
Oh,
amazing. They talked
yeah.
about, yeah, Rita said her son Jordan does breath work. And just kind of like when you feel those feelings, she taught her different ways of going about it and found what worked for her. And then I was able to say as a mom, like, hey, you have a big test today in math. Remember your breath, and
Yeah.
wished I'd known that for my
Yeah. If
older son, but
someone,
he found it on his own and through like
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. If someone would have taught me when I felt like when you're a kid, it's just the feelings are so
So big.
big and you don't know how to control it or how to get through it. And no one told me to just take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. You're safe. I never felt safe as a little girl. So I would use food
Comfort.
to just make my body feel, yeah. And anyway, yeah, so when I work with kids, we start with just taking 3 deep breaths, just take 3 deep breaths if they get hurt, or if they're angry about something. Let's just find our
Yeah.
breath real quick. So,
Yeah. And I'm
yeah,
still
yeah.
learning, and I've had to learn how to rebreathe. I think as wonderful as ballet was for me growing up, because I did it for years and
Hmm.
years, it really
Uh-huh.
restricted my lungs. We were taught to always like tighten the corset, hold it in, and that is still natural to me. And I've learned like
Yeah. Oh,
through my
wow.
cousin's a doctor of physical therapy, and she's like, you breathe wrong. Everything's tight because you hold it in. You need to let go. So I'm learning to let go. But I think when
Yeah.
people, total transition here, but when people think of breath work, so many of us have seen like Wim Hof, where it looks
Hmm.
extremely intense, and I'm sure there are really good benefits to that. There's a tons of different ways to do this, but what's your
Hmm.
thought on that, and how do you typically do it, or do you do a bunch of different?
Yeah. Um, well, I love Wim Hof. I think he's amazing. That type of breath work is, it's like
Mm-hmm.
warrior, like, people who can't sit still. That's a really good one for people who need to be active and move. I don't recommend that for like, I mean, a lot. So what happens is a lot of people, they think that's what breath work is, which it is a form. And then they find me somehow, and then they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea it could be so gentle. And so it just depends what you want. If you're an intense and fast person, you might like the Wim Hof method. Um, it's still very transformational, but then also when you get the types of breath work like that or holotropic breathing, um, it kind of puts your body in fight or flight. It tenses the body, and then people think it's doing something for them. And yes, they do have a release eventually, but the type of breath work that I'm going to show everyone today, it's so gentle, and it gives your body time to like, okay, I'm safe. I can like start to just relax a little bit more. You know, it gives your body time, but then you still have this beautiful transformation in the body where you feel different after 60 minutes. So it just depends on the person. But there's holotropic breath work. It's very fast. That's like, if I don't recommend people doing that right off the bat. Some people hate it. They'll like never want to go near breath work again. So if you want the more gentle approach, stick around for
Yeah. And
this
I was
one.
thinking about, I was like, hey, let's talk a bunch and then do it. But I think it might actually be cool to do it now and then talk a little bit after.
Yeah,
You
go for it. Yeah,
know,
totally.
I turned on my
I'd love
PEMF
to.
mat, so I'm going to go lay down
Oh,
and do that while
perfect.
you do it.
Yes. Okay. So everyone on here, just go find a comfortable place to lie down, and you'll want to do this lying down, and I'll get you all situated. This takes about 3 to 5 minutes for the mind and the body to settle in. So you can't mess it up, and don't worry if your thoughts are start to get intrusive. Just follow along to my breathing. Okay, so get nice and comfy. Make sure you're not driving while you do this. you, I don't recommend it if you're new to this. Okay, here we go. All right, so whenever you're ready, you may start to just close your eyes, and we're going to take a few deep breaths together. Just nice deep breath in through the nose and softening on the exhale. And deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Just like that. Big breath in and exhale. And already the oxygen's working for your body. Big breath in and exhale. Big breath in, 2, 3 seconds. Nice deep breath in and softening on the exhale. And you can already start to feel the oxygen working. And just slow it down if you want. If you start to feel a little dizzy, just take a nice, slow, deep breath in. There you go. And slowing it down just a little more. And don't worry if you can't take a deep breath in, that'll pass. We're just getting your body used to taking these nice, slow, deep breaths. You are safe. Your body is safe. You are protected. It's all going to be okay. We're just giving back to your body. It doesn't matter where the breath is going right now. We're just kind of checking in with your body and noticing. Just notice where the breath flows, where it doesn't, maybe where it catches. And by the time we're done, you'll be able to take a full deep breath all the way down into your toes. So for right now, we're just giving your body a safe place to just start to open up a little more. So if you can, let's take 3 deeper breaths together. Beautiful. You are so safe. Might feel a little out of control. That'll pass. And as you breathe in, 2, 3, and exhale, just letting your thoughts go where they go. Let all the layers be there. You're doing great. Big breath in, 2, 3 seconds. Nice deep breath in and softening on the exhale. And you might think that you can't do it or you're not doing it good enough. You're doing great. Just being here is enough. Just take your time. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale. And you may start to feel sensations in the body and the thoughts floating through. That's all normal. The body's opening, drainage is getting activated, your body's gently detoxing. You are safe. Big breath in, 2, 3 seconds, and softening on the exhale. You're doing great, no matter what the mind is saying. You're doing awesome. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale. Here we go. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. And now you know nothing bad's going to happen. So sometimes it can feel scary to take a deep breath in, because when we get stressed or something traumatic happens, we hold our breath. Okay, so let's open up and create more freedom through your body. So breathe right along with me. We're going to inhale for 3 seconds all the way down your spine. And even if it catches, just keep opening up in between your muscles and joints. Here we go. And you'll start to feel the tightness, maybe where you carry stress in your shoulders, your back, your hips. And take a big deep breath and open up the muscles, the joints, all the way down your spine. Really go for it. Don't be afraid to take a deep breath in. There you go. And if you can, have your chest and belly open up and rise on the inhale. And it's okay. It might feel a little corky and a little sticky in the body where it catches. And we're going to work on just kind of opening those areas up. Big breath in, 2, 3. And exhale. You're doing great. It's safe to feel alive. It's safe to be in your body. You are strong. You are brave. You got this. Big breath in, 2, 3. Open, open, open. And exhale. Good job. And as you breathe, I don't want you to change anything. I don't want you to fix anything about you, what they want to think. It's part of it. And as you breathe, it might start to move out some deep stored emotions, and just know you're perfect. You're innocent just as you are. The emotions are innocent. The body's gently releasing, and we're breathing in 2, 3 seconds, softening on the exhale. And if you can, try to breathe right along with me. It'll help your body gently release. You're doing great. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale. And this might feel intense for most of you. So if you need to slow it down, grab a sip of water. Your body's releasing a lot. It's releasing more than you know. So breathing in, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. are safe. Your body is safe. You're doing a great job. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. Yeah, and you feel those kinks in there. You feel where the breath catches. Let's take 3 deep breaths and send the oxygen and open it up like a balloon. My muscles are really tight in my lower back, so I'm going to start sending those deep breaths and opening those areas. There you go. You are safe. You're doing great. It's very stimulating. It's very activating to breathe like this. Take your time. You're doing everything you're doing is enough. Please know that you're perfect just as you are. Everything you're doing is enough. We're just breathing, that's all. We're breathing in, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. Big breath in, 2, 3 seconds, and exhale. And it's been about 10 minutes. And look at how much your body has done in just 10 minutes of getting all the oxygen in. How you doing, Gretchen, so far?
I'm good.
Good. Let's do 5 more minutes. Does that sound good?
Sounds
Okay.
awesome.
Okay, awesome. All right. And just, allowing the thoughts to float through. 5 more minutes can feel like a really long time, and just keep breathing. Let's just take it one breath at a time. And breathing in 2, 3 seconds and softening on the exhale. There you go. And that whole the way you had to breathe when you were doing ballet, Gretchen. And so just take a few deep breaths and open up those areas where it had to be tight or held in. And just take your time and just kind of open and expand. Only do what your body can do. This isn't about pushing or forcing. We want to give your body that space to be like, oh, okay. I can safely breathe. It's safe to open everything up and softly exhale. The body's letting go. There you go. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale, 2. And just know your body is perfect as it is. And thank you so much, body, for taking such good care of us. And we're just giving back to your body. Big breath in, 2, 3 seconds if you can, and softening on the exhale. There you go. And eventually your mind and body will start to settle in. You are so safe. Your body is safe. You are protected. In, 2, 3, and exhale. 2. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale. And it's safe to relax. It's safe to let go. Just one breath at a time. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale. And let's take another 3 deep breaths together. Big breaths in and exhale. And if you can, try to inhale past the feelings and sensations. So don't be afraid to take a deeper breath in. I know you can get a little bit more in. You're doing great, everyone. Beautiful. Good job. So let's see if you can breathe in for 4 or 5 seconds. Okay. So breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, open, open. And exhale, just letting it go. I want you to just see how much more room you can pull in. Okay. Just 2 more like that. Big breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. And exhale. Beautiful. Just 1 more deeper breath in. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. And open, open, open. And exhale. Okay. And then go back to the 3-second inhale. And exhale. And let your body move if it needs to move. Let it fidget. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale. And so now you can really feel your body. And before we complete today, I'm going to show you this technique where you can check in with your body, just keeping your eyes closed, just allowing, if there's any discomfort, just let it be there. Your body's releasing. And what we're going to do, let's take 3 deep breaths together and just open everything up. Just give your body a break. Give it some time. We've been through a lot. And if you want, you can whisper after me. So everyone repeat after me. And well, first, before we do this, there's no right or wrong answer. I want you to just sink in and trust whatever comes to your heart. All right. Repeat after me. If the feelings or the sensations in my body could speak, what they really want to say is, and speak the first thing that comes to you. And then take a deep breath in. And we're breathing in 2, 3 seconds to give back to your body, softening on the exhale. And big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale. And everyone repeat after me. If the feelings or the sensations in my body could speak, what they really need to say is, and speak the first thing that comes to you. And just give your body some love, some tenderness, some kindness. Take 3 slow, deep breaths in. And again, there's no right or wrong answer. Some people are like, it's going to be okay, or I'm really scared, really worried, or, so just whatever comes through. Okay, we have one more question to ask your body, and your body is a temple. You have all the answers right here with the breath. God's in the breath. Okay, take a deep breath in. And just know it's safe to trust yourself, okay? All right. And big breath in again. And repeat after me. If my body could speak, what it wants me to know is, and speak the first thing that comes to you. If my body could speak, what it wants me to know is. Just speak out whatever comes to you. Great. Now let's take 3 deep breaths. Big breath in, 2, 3, and exhale. And move your body if you need to. Stretch. Give your body what it needs. And just slowly start to, you can turn on your side if you want. Just kind of give yourself a hug and just slowly come out. You just got blasted. That was 20 minutes of breath work.
So it's funny for me. Every time I do that, I have like out of nowhere tears come out the side. Always. I'm
Yeah,
a yoga crier and a breathwork crier.
that's
And
great.
I'm a church song crier. When you're in
Oh,
church, you
yeah.
start singing. I'm like, why am I always crying?
Yeah. Well, have you heard that saying that our tears are so toxic? If you drink a half cup of your tears, it can kill you.
I haven't
So,
heard that.
yes, I'll find where I found it. It's, you can just Google it. There's studies. So there's a lot of release and detox in our tears, which is
I
amazing. I
know
love
we
I
release
love crying.
hormones through our tears. I think women, I read something that said that it's actually different. I'm not saying men shouldn't cry and that they don't get a release, but as
Hmm.
women, I read something that said that we actually release like hormones and, like you said, the toxins through our tears. So it's
Uh-huh.
really good for us.
Yeah, yeah. So when people come in for private sessions, I'm like, "Do you cry?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, I cry." I'm like, "Okay, well, if tears come, just let it flow. Let it
Yeah,
flow, girlfriend.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't
So
hold back."
what how can people do this with you? What do you have available? Are there different
Yeah.
options?
So, well, one, in my link in my bio, I have a free session. I know what it's like to struggle and not have money. So I have the free option. Once a month, I do a $10 breathwork session on Zoom. It's very private. It's kind of like this, but there's up to 60 people on there, but it's muted, and it just feels like it's me and you. So there's that once a month,
Mm-hmm.
$10. And
And we
then
get the
one,
replays,
yeah,
right?
they get the
Yep,
replays. Yep, they'll have that for life.
yep.
Um, and I do private sessions. It doesn't matter what you're going through, it doesn't matter what symptoms you have, just wherever you're at, just bring it into the session. I have like a regular breathwork session for that. And then I have a birth trauma healing session. So, where I take you back to your conception, your womb, your first breath of life, your first experience of touch from
Wow.
the doctor. Yeah, that's like the Mac Daddy session. I
Mm-hmm.
I just recommend that to certain, it just depends if people are ready for that type of session. It goes
Oh no, you
Um,
froze for a second.
oh,
Said it
oh,
goes, I'm guessing you said way back.
oh, 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 yeah. No, it just goes really, really deep. But so does a regular breathwork session. So, um, yeah. And then I have a 3-pack. That's the best bang for your buck if they buy, 3-pack of sessions. But you will feel a huge difference from one session. A private session is uh like you've done the group,
Hmm.
so but a one-on-one, I can't explain it. It releases way more because I'm focusing on you, so it's
Hmm.
the body. We're focusing on your body more, and your body, when it feels safe enough, it can gently just dissolve out just a lifetime of layers. It's kind of unexplainable.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking while we were there finishing up, some of my girlfriends and I, for to celebrate one of our birthdays, she wants to have a sleepover.
uh-huh.
So here we are, everything from like 28 to 48 in our group. And I love it. And I was like, it would be so nice to do a
Oh
breathwork
yeah,
session together at our
yeah,
sleepover.
yeah.
So
I
I'll reach
I
out to
do.
you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I do a lot of private groups for women and bridesmaids parties and all kinds of stuff.
I was like, that'd be
And
so fun.
yeah, yeah, it's fun and everyone's minds are blown after that. And yeah, so
Oh,
just call me. Yeah, I do. I work with businesses too. I go into businesses and do
that's
in-person group sessions.
a
Yeah.
great
Yeah,
idea.
because it just lets go of all the office
Yeah.
energy and the stressors and
Oh,
triggers.
someone said, love Kimberly Rose breathwork. I cry every time. Breathwork has helped me work through grieving my parents. Oh, that
Oh,
makes me want.
thanks, Melissa. Yeah,
Mm.